right here. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice, but I'm just doing it because that's what I was talking like before I first record. So for the rest of this video, I'm just going to be talking my normal voice because I'm sure that voice is pretty annoying. Okay, so for some reason I always get so nervous when I do this, when I do all these just talk what's on my mind videos. Don't know why. It's not like my very first video nervous, but it's definitely there for sure. Okay, so reason I am making this video. I had some coffee today. No, not really. No, I don't drink coffee. Okay, enough about coffee. Let me tell you why I'm making this video. Okay, so as you know, I'm making an abridged series. And I've been thinking in my head on some other series I could abridge. And before you say anything, yes, I'm still doing the My Sims Agents abridged series. I'm still working on that. In fact, I've been thinking about the 3rd episode recently. Maybe think more on that later. But now let me tell you about what's on my mind right now. So I was watching some videos in my subscriptions box. A guy named Arglefump, aka Michael Gray. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's a pretty popular walkthrougher on YouTube. Guy who inspired me to make videos. Yeah. And he's doing a walkthrough of a certain puzzle-solving BS game of a guy who wears a top hat. And I was watching more and more of these videos of this game. I'm recording. Go away. I've been thinking about doing an abridged series of this game that Michael has been doing. That game series, as a matter of fact. Because I've been searching on YouTube to see if anyone else has done an abridged series of it. And to my surprise, no one has. Except like one person, but he only made one episode, and it was made over a year ago. And the guy made a promo trailer for it, but this other guy made a promo trailer for this abridged series, but never made it. So, thought this would be the perfect series to make an abridged series of it, and if no one else is going to do it, then I'll do it. If you know who I'm talking about, guy who wears a top hat, game that's about solving puzzles, and it takes place in England, I believe. And I believe you know what game I'm talking about. That's right, I'm talking about Professor Layton. Now, I've never really played the Professor Layton games myself, except just recently. I've been playing them on emulator, do my research and stuff like that. Hadn't gotten very far in it because I'm pretty terrible when it comes to puzzles. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks this, but I'm just really convinced that Professor Layton, it's just the perfect series to do an abridged series of. That sounded kind of weird, but putting that aside, it's just perfect. Hey everyone, guess what? This is take 2 of recording this part. And do you know why it's take 2? Get ready for a rant. The reason why this is take 2 is because I had the whole video published and everything. It was ready to go. Then Red Bull started uploading, and I was like, there are a couple things I don't want in there, so about 2 little things in there. Just 2 small things. Everything looked fine. Published the video. And then I removed the original file once it finished publishing, because I didn't think I needed it anymore. Then when I uploaded it, the first few minutes of it was fine. But everything else was just pitch black and silence. Like none of that happened. It's like it just completely vanished. And I don't know why. And that has made me so darn irritated. Because I try so hard on these types of videos. With these types of videos, it's hard to recreate something, 'cause this is just totally unscripted. It's totally just unscripted. I don't plan, well, I do kinda plan these things out in my head, but these are like just my real reactions as I'm recording this, and it's hard to recreate those. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this is take 2 of recording this, and I'm going to just try to re-explain what I explained the first time as best as I can. Okay, now getting back to my thoughts on the Professor Layton Abridged series, my ideas on this. Okay, now, yeah, so no one has done an abridged series of this, which is crazy because it's perfect for an abridged series. It really is. So, yeah, I don't know why no one's done an abridged series of this yet. So I thought, if no one else is gonna do it, I'll do it. Alright. Now, one thing that kind of bugs me on this is that I don't know which game to start with. Now, with it being an abridged series of the Professor Layton series, naturally I would start with the first game. But I don't know a lot of the first game. I've only seen the second and third game. When I said second and third, I did a number 1 and 2 on my fingers. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I've only seen the second and third game. That's it. I've hardly seen any of the first game, except maybe a few cutscenes. So, yeah, don't know much about it. So, I don't know which game I should start with. Maybe you guys can help me out with that one. So, yeah. With jokes, there are some ideas I have for jokes. Alright. Now, I messed up on this the first time I record this, so I'm not gonna mess up this again. I'm gonna say right off the bat, spoiler alert. I did say that, but I did say it too late in the first take of this, so spoiler alert. Alright. Okay, so the Professor Layton games, you know how at some point Professor Layton has like these totally crazy explanations. Like, for example, I hadn't seen much of the first game, but Michael was explaining his 2 other walkthroughs, saying some explanations that he did in the first game. And apparently, his explanation, the twist explanation that Professor Layton gave in the first game, was that everyone was robots. Which I guess could kinda happen. I guess. I don't know. But it could kinda happen. It's not completely out of the ordinary. But what is completely out of the ordinary is his second explanation. In the second game, he says that the entire city, the people, everything that's there, the food, everything, apparently in that city, it's all an illusion. Ooh, look, I'm poking my hand right through it. Oh, wait, I'm touching it. Oh, I guess it's not an illusion, but he says it's an illusion. It's all, oh, this is not real. None of this is really happening. You're really old. You're not young at all. And that was just, that's the craziest one I've ever heard, but my thoughts on that might actually change when I see the video of the fourth game or play it myself. But honestly, that makes no sense. The stuff that we can actually touch, that we can actually taste, yeah, none of that's real. That's just, what's even weirder is, oh, so everybody on the train is hallucinating the exact same thing. Yeah, that makes sense, Professor Layton. That's thinking logical. And in the third game, where they're supposed to be in the future, apparently his explanation in that is, oh, we're not really in the future. This is just a giant movie set. Oh, and the time machine? Yeah, that's not a time machine either. That's just a giant elevator. And I'm just like, what? That doesn't make any sense. It again, it sort of makes sense, but just barely with this one. Just barely. Sure, maybe the time machine being an elevator is believable, but the future London being a giant movie set? Really? Yeah, I don't see that happening. So, yeah. So I could totally easily make fun of that, for sure. That's just totally weird, makes no sense, except for the robots, which kinda makes sense. But, it could kinda happen. But I could just so easily make fun of that. Ugh, I hate those tiny burps I get, excuse me. Yeah, just completely easily make fun of that. I can just easily come up with a joke for that, just completely, so yeah. Let's see, what else? Couple things I'm going to just skip past, because they're not really important. Voices. For voices, I had some ideas for a few voices. For Graham Milton's voice, let me see if I can do a better job this time around. It kind of sounds like this. Hey! Hello there, little Luke. You want to solve some puzzles? Oh, no? You don't? Oh. Solve my puzzles. Yeah. I was thinking about making her the stalker character. She's kind of weird and stalkerish. Kind of force Luke and Layton to solve puzzles. Like, I'm gonna follow you until you solve some puzzles. Solve them! Solve them! Solve them! Solve them! Yeah. And for Luke, I can just do my normal voice like this. For Flora, I can do Minna's voice for Flora like this, all high-pitched and happy. Oh, look, that elf is running away with my pancakes. That's so funny. Yeah. Happy. And for Professor Layton, don't know about Professor Layton. I was playing out his voice in my head, but when I actually, shout out to you, Sonia800, because you're about to be mentioned in this video. Ha! Shout out to you, Ram, shout out. Sonia800 was watching me play recently, and I was reading the text to her because I didn't know if she could see them or not, so I was doing the voices and everything. And I was doing Professor Layton's voice, like this, a true gentleman always pays attention to his manners, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what he sounds like, though. So, yeah, don't know about, I planned out his voice in my head, but when I was actually doing the voice, I don't know, it just didn't come out right. So, I don't know if I can do the voice or not. So, I'll just have to practice with it, because, I have 2 Abridged series that's going to come out before the Professor Layton series. I have to do the My Sims Ages Abridged series, and I also have to do the Barnyard Abridged series. So, I have plenty of time to practice the Professor Layton voice. So, yeah. So those are basically my main thoughts on the Professor Layton Abridged series that I plan on doing. Before I close this out, the My Sims Ages Abridged series is coming, everyone. It is coming. So don't worry, it's just that I have, the entire second half of the first episode completely edited. I have it completely edited. I did all the voice acting. The only thing that's keeping me from uploading it, though, is, 1, I still need to make the intro for it, and 2, it requires live action, and also requires some animation, which no one's auditioning for. So, guys, I need some 3D animators. If you're a 3D animator and you want to do some animation for my Abridged series, go ahead and audition, you know. I'm not talking like a 6-7 minute long video, just like 20, 30 seconds. Just give me a good idea of what you can do with your animation. Just something like that, you know? So, yeah, so I can't upload the first episode because the first part of it does require animation a little bit. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that stopped me. And also, speaking of the live action thing, it's going to require some effects. And I'm talking my screen went black. I'm talking Adobe After Effects. I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but Adobe After Effects. My friend, Mr. Lindsay552, he has Adobe After Effects. So, Mr. Lindsay, if you're watching this, you think maybe you can help me do some effects for the My Sims Age Abridged series? Because that would be awesome. That would be really helpful. Just let me know in the comments below if you can do it. So, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So, guys, Professor Layton Abridged series, what do you think? Which game do you think I should start with? Because I'm not really sure which game I should start with. I kind of want to do the first game because it's the one that starts out the series. But on the other hand, I don't know a lot of the first games, so I'm not sure. So, what do you think, guys? Which game should I start with? And more importantly, what do you think of this idea in general? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna go now and hope that this version doesn't mess up. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And, yep, that's it. So, see you next time, everyone.